The hell you mean stinky? Also, Bob is on one today. Bob is also, I like that when you do when you do stinky, I guess technically a stink, but like, it comes on the screen and it just, you can clearly see what it is. Bob is on one today. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. There has been stomping. There was stomping at 1 a.m. last night. I was stomping all this morning. They're doing something directly above me. I don't know. There was a big thunk right as I hit go live, but I had the headset on. And I was like, what the fuck? So I took it off. But, I know he's on oh yeah. They're both of them on vacation. Yeah, 100%. So I know we've talked about like how I have like seasonal depression or whatever. So far, this is what's weird, right? So far, so good. Usually it hits in September. But so far, so good, you know? However, it's so weird because what would happen with the seasonal depression, right? The issue that I've had for so long was the sun would start setting earlier. And like say like yesterday, what time did we finish stream yesterday? Like 8 o'clock, right? Even at 8 o'clock, right? I like ending stream when the sun is still up because then it's like, oh, I have time to do stuff, right? Because for some reason, when the sun goes down, my brain is like, we have to stay inside. It's dangerous to go out. Even though, so like when the sun sets, my brain is like, okay, inside time. And I'm like, no, I still have to go to the P.O. box. I have to go do groceries. I have to do this. I have to do that. And it's like the sun is down. So my brain is like, you know? Anyway, so what's weird is like yesterday we ended stream late. And normally my brain would be like, oh my god, the sun. Like I look at, the window and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, the sun's gone. I was like, oh, flicked on the lights. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna like, because the thing is the sun is still setting like at 5:36. It's still setting at like a decent time. When I grew up in Georgia, granted I didn't have seasonal depression, but thinking back to then, like the sun during the winter would set like at 6:30, so that's kind of like the norm, right? Anyway, so but I have noticed, because I've tried to keep an eye on it, but it has been good. The only thing when I get seasonal depression, the only thing that and I've talked about this, I can't go to sleep. It doesn't matter. I will be up because the sun sets, right? The sun sets early, and then my brain is like, okay, the sun sets, so like in 3 hours we're gonna go to bed. But if the sun sets like at 5, 3 hours later it's 8, and I'm not gonna go to bed at 8, and so I stay up. But because I stayed up, I get a second wind, right? So last night I was up to like 2, laying in bed. Because I was like, bro, just go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep. No, stop. Shh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And I couldn't. And finally I did. But the thing is, I snoozed my alarm for 2 hours again. And this was what's so crazy. This is so stupid. You're right. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. So I had a dream. I was in a dream. All the time, whenever I snooze my alarm, it's in the dream, right? But this time, I was at Nate's house in my dream, and he was trying to teach me how to play Elden Ring, but Elden Ring, the board game. And so anytime the alarm would go off, I would have to press a different button on the board machine game. It was like a mountain, and I'd have to push a button, but the button pushing was me snoozing the alarm unknowingly. And then finally I was like, when does this game end? And he's like, it doesn't. And then I woke up. And I was like, oh my God. But the thing is, I was so lethargic, like waking up. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's the weather? Because usually if it's like raining, I get really eepy, It wasn't raining today. And I was like, what the fuck? I woke up, like at 9:30. And then I was on and off dozing for like 2 hours. I got out of bed at 12. Like, I got out of bed. The only reason why I got out of bed, because I had to pee. So I got up, and I was like, if I get back in bed, this is what also, too, what I've been doing. Listen, I am not a perfect person. I'm going to tell you something right now. I almost never make my bed. I don't care. I'm going to get in it later. Thor likes to curl up in the blankets. You know, he doesn't like it when I make the bed. So I almost never make the bed. I make the bed if I have guests coming over. I make the bed if, I want to like tidy my room and, have it all spick and span, That's the word, right? I don't know. I feel like that's what my mom would say when everything was super clean. But anyway, just have it all nice, sparkly, shiny. I don't ever make my bed. And I know a lot of people, the proper way to start your day is by having a big glass of water, making your bed, brushing your teeth, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I'm mentally ill. I'm not making the bed. So what I've been doing every morning now, I make the bed, so I don't get back in it. Not made my bed for years. Okay, good. This is a safe space for us then. Unless there's one of you that's lurking that's like this disgusting streamer. So I started making the bed with all my pillows, all my plushies, so I don't get back in it. Because I know myself. And this is what I understand, right? There's been times where I've talked to I don't know, Jewel gets me. When Jewel and I, we bond over this. But talking to Nate, and he's like, oh, I'm just really tired. I'm like, oh, can you get in bed? Oh, why would I do that? And I'm like, why wouldn't you? Bed is the best place, I'm, my head hurts, or I'm going to go watch TikToks. Oh, I'm going to go do this. I'm like, yeah, so in bed. And no, I'm just going to go sit in the living room. I'm like, what? What do you mean? For me, I love bed. Exactly. Bed is bed. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, what's so funny to me is ever since I've seen those memes of just a girl and her cat rotting in bed, I've noticed Thor yells at me until I go get in bed with him, and then we just lay there. He just wants to rot in bed. He's a rotter. He's in bed right now. I made the bed and he went and got in bed. Sleep much in bed, but it's cozy. Exactly. It's just comfortable. Anyway, so it took me a while to get up this morning, and I hate getting up so late. Not even I woke up at a decent time. I feel like waking up at 9:30 is a decent time. But it's just getting out of bed is just, I just couldn't do it this morning. And I don't know what it is. And I feel exhausted right now. I was like, damn, do I need to cancel stream and do it tomorrow? So it's Sundays for Lay-ins. Well, no. How are your legs? Was that today? I feel like that was today. Yeah, because you had to go to sleep. I'm trying to get better at memory. I've been doing my Duolingo in the morning. Holy shit. All right, fair enough. 90% jelly. Did you have a protein shake, and did you sit in a hot bath? I swear to God, that's after my leg days, I get home, immediately make a protein shake, immediately sit in a hot bath. And you have to drink the protein shake while you're in the hot bath. Is it going to make you feel weird? Yes, but it makes me not as sore. Did you poop yourself? See, I say that, but I've seen managed to do it in 2 hours, 10 minutes, which I'm happy I finished it. That's crazy. I would be dead. I would not even finish. I'd crawl. No, not even baby crawl. But congratulations. Would you do it again? Have a bath, but I can't finish. Look like a chicken being marinated. As long as your legs are in it, as long as your legs are in. I'm just imagining now, a fully grown man like this, on it like this, in the bath, but the bath is here. Maybe arms behind. Not one time only. I did it because a friend asked. Fair enough. I feel like I'm a treadmill runner, I've tried to run outside, and maybe if I did a trail could be fun, because then I can imagine I'm I don't know, in The Hobbit or something. Imagination. Imagination. Also, how's the mic? I kind of tweaked with the noise because when I was looking back at the clips, I was like, damn, why is my mic so loud? I don't ever remember it being that loud. Before forest elf hunting some orcs. Yes. Exactly. It's good. Sounds micy. Okay. But like, is it too? You know? Or is it okay? No, so okay, cool. Anyway. What y'all been up to since yesterday? I was thinking, maybe we could if you want, we could there's just play a little Overwatch this morning cuz I didn't really get a chance to cuz I was, sleeping. Oh, I was talking about pooping yourself. Right. No, first I was on running Instagram for some reason. Like my whole For You page was like running Instagram stuff, right? It was like how to do like proper form for running, how to do blah, 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 how to run, blah, blah. And then I started getting marathoners who were like, today's marathon, my time was doing great, but then tragedy struck. And then the next slide was literal wet diarrhea down their legs. And they're like, it happens to the best of us. And all the comments were like, oh, I remember when it happened to me for the first time, blah, blah. I just kept running. People in marathons legitimately shit themselves. And they act like it's it's down their leg. It's not like a poop blop. It's like they keep running. And about the bleeding nipples, yes, but I think shitting yourself and then you're still going. I think that's a little worse than the bloody nipples. One behind me. Well, not even that, but just like when you're running, you're like kicking it everywhere. That's a hazard. Like that's disgusting. And people are stepping in it. Ugh. Can't be me. The moment, if I were running and the moment I felt my stomach gurgle, I'm out. No. No thank you. Most of the time when I'm running and I get like a stitch, I'm like, I gotta stop. But then I tell myself, no, pretend we're in like, a battle and we're in a war and you got stabbed and you have to protect your people. It is just pain. It's just pain. Just keep running. But the moment I start like feeling like I can't breathe or I don't feel good, then I stop. Because a stitch is a stitch, Then went viral 15 years ago, a woman running a marathon, just popping a squat in the middle of the road. That's how I found out marathon. Didn't even go to the side. Some people, when they go float down a river and their friends and drink beer, whatever, they just pee on themselves while floating. See, I've heard of that in the ocean. Because you can just go pee in the ocean. But I have not heard of that in the river when you're floating around your friends. Ew. You're just pissing on your friends? I was trying to remember being on the news for a week. Really? You remember the name? That is wild. I would Sean Kingston if I was known for pooping in the middle of a marathon. Like, imagine that was the best marathon anyone has ever run, but people only remember because you pooped. Oh, you know what I did this morning? Don't say pooped. When I was pouring the Dr. Pepper and I had the can, I crushed it and it didn't hurt. I think that's like a slight improvement. Like I worked out yesterday, back and biceps, my finger hurt pretty bad, but I think it is getting better slightly ish. You strong? All right, well, it was an empty can, so I'm not that strong. But because my problem before was I couldn't really grip. She checked her wiki, but she won them. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's horrible. And people only remember that you pooped. That is hilarious, but that's also horrible. Is she still running or is she like in hiding? Because I would be in hiding. Everyone just watched poop. Lighten the load. Poop. No poop buff. She's 50 now. Still pooping? Still running and pooping? Still running like she never stopped running that marathon. She's still going to this day. Like Forrest Gump. I just started running. Retired 2015. The poopening was 2005. The poopening. The poopening. The poopening. Anyway, so, would you prefer calling it the road patty? Are you reading this? Are you coming up with this? This is horrible. What the fuck? Also I have a butterfly. And I can't believe that I managed to get all my hair in it. So Overwatch, yeah, you would play a Overwatch where there's no poop. No poop. See, this isn't even my fault. This is on y'all. Usually I'm the one talking about like Thor poops. This is on y'all today. Oh my god, you're gone. Dun dun dun. As is, oh, thank you. I wanted to wear pink for like Zelda. Cause obviously I want to play that again later. I also too, I was thinking to myself, I was like, where did my my pumpkin sweater? I gotta find my pumpkin sweater. Try the new Zelda game. Welcome to the stream where we're playing that game. The book I'm reading just called Horse Poop as Road Apples. Why do I feel like I have heard that before? This is only gonna... Dude, no way I could play Overwatch for 4 hours. Kate, I tried to turn on my blinker earlier, but when I turned on the windshield wipers instead. You know, that's fair. You tried. That's okay. You know how like I don't know if y'all seen like a bunch of like car crashes or online or whatever, and people I always see people in the comments being like, why do the windshield wipers always turn on whenever there's a collision? And now I know. Because my windshield wipers turned on when I got hit by LAPD.